Hi Sunshines, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Lydia and I am a 23-year-old fresh grad in Singapore. It's been a while since I filmed like a sit-down chatty video with you guys, so I am a little bit rusty and also kind of nervous, but we're gonna power through this and get it done because it's the new year. I wanted to get back to making content that I love to make and hanging out with you guys like I do. So we're gonna power through this. A few reasons why I wanted to make this video before we get right into the juicy details. First of all, it's just been like bouncing around in my mind ever since I started my first full-time job. I feel like it's just this phase of life where I'm getting to know and experience so much more about handling my own money, investing, you know, all these scary adulting things that I am actually stepping into the shoes of and doing on my own. So because this is where I'm at, I feel like that's where my channel is going towards for the foreseeable future, and I wanted to bring you guys in on me with this journey. I do also have to preface that this is not supposed to be like a representative video at all, or trying to say like this is how much money you should have as a 20-something-year-old or anything like that, because the amount that I have, you know, everything is super relative. It could be a lot to some people, I'm not sure. It could also be really little to some people, which might be true. Some days I do feel pretty broke. I just honestly wanted to make a video that is transparent and open about my money situation, and hope that this could just be like an open space for us early fledgling adults to talk about money in a way that is like, it's not taboo. Nothing has to be super secretive, like money is just money. And yes, it has the potential to do a lot of things and also be pretty divisive, but I personally don't see money that way. I feel like it should be something where we're open to talk about it with each other, and that I hope that this helps increase in our collective knowledge. Yeah, just keep that in mind, that everything is unique, everything is relative, and everybody is so different. This is in no way representative or the general experience for any 20-something-year-old out there in Singapore. With all that being said, I'm going to get right to the point. My total net worth as a 23-year-old is approximately $15,000. So this is inclusive of everything, like everything that I personally own and have control over. If I sum it all together, including my savings account, checkings account, investment holdings, all of it amounts to be approximately $15,000. So in the next section, I'm going to talk about like the breakdown of this amount and like how much is in each account that I have. But I wanted to bring up some points about this number to start us off. The first of which is that, as I said before, every single dollar of this 15K is mine. Like, I do have full control over what I want to do with it. If I wanted to spend it all in one day, I can. If I wanted to donate it all, I could also do that. And the reason that I can do that is because I have zero debt. And the reason that I have zero debt is because my necessities were always paid for growing up. I never had to worry about things like paying for uni fees, school fees, you know, like anything related to school. I know that my parents would cover it, and they have. I also did always get allowance growing up, even in uni, which I have talked about before in my previous money videos, and you can find that down below as well. And I just wanted to bring this up because I know that if this wasn't the case for me, if my parents weren't generous enough to, you know, feed and clothe me, just cover all the things that I already need and more, I wouldn't have the number that I do today, or wouldn't be able to, you know, consider that as my money, because I would have liabilities and I would have things that I actually like have to pay for, like bills or rent and all that kind of thing. So in the absence of that, I feel like this is a huge part of why I own what I own, and I feel like it's just really important to bring up because I know everyone is so different and people just have different responsibilities and burdens, and that is something that I'm truly grateful for. Point number 2 is that I did work pretty much all throughout uni. I don't think there was ever a large point in time where I wasn't employed in some way, except for when I was on exchange. Throughout uni, from year 1, I was either doing, you know, stuff for school or internships. I did start to have more of a sense of like my own earning power and having the experience of like getting my own cash, even before uni as well. That definitely forms like a big part of what I had to spend on. Point number 3 is that I definitely have made a few big purchases in the recent few years. Things like going for LASIK surgery. I bought my own laptop, this shiny, nice MacBook Pro. Those are things that I judge to be valuable for myself, and I don't regret making those purchases whatsoever. But you know, I mean, it's a big thing. It's a big thing to consider. Do I want to pay that much money? And that has also influenced a lot about what I have currently today, obviously. And last point number 4 is that I have been working full-time for about 4 to 5 months now. That is my singular only income stream. Now that I have started working full-time, I don't take allowance anymore, obviously, and I do also give back a portion of my salary back to them. I don't earn anything from anywhere else, not even YouTube. I don't know if some of you guys are curious about that, but I have not earned a single cent from YouTube ever since I started. This is just something that I do because I like to, and I like making videos and everything. That has definitely contributed a lot to my net worth too. So now I'm gonna go through every single account that I have and bring you guys through my money allocation. I'm not gonna give the exact figures because there are limits to my oversharing on the internet, but just to give like a ballpark. The first account that I have kind of the majority of my money in is my UOB account. It's the UOB one, and I have my salary credited into that account. And why I chose this account is because I am currently using a UOB credit card, and I wanted to kind of like maximize the interest that you can get when you combine it with credit card spendings from the same bank. Usually give you like a little boost on your interest rate, and in there I have roughly $6,000. Also, the credit card that I'm using is the UOB EVOL, EVOL credit card. I've only been using it for like maybe 1 or 2 months, so I can't really comment on it. I might change out in the future, but that's just what I'm experimenting with for now. The second account that I'm going to talk about is my investments portion. I have roughly $5,000 in endowus because I just wanted to get started on something. Everyone was saying like you need to start investing, you need to have like your earnings compound over time. So I just went for the easiest thing that I could at that time, which is like a robo-advisor. I've just kind of been like adding money into it over and over for the past couple of years. But my personal goal for 2024, and at least, you know, in general for the next couple of years, is that I take a more active approach to investing. So that is a change that I'm going to make in the near future. I do want to be more active in actually like reading up and researching on what I'm investing in, and not just putting it into like random ETFs that I have no knowledge about whatsoever. The third account that I have put my money in is in Standard Chartered. I believe it is the Jumpstart account. This was the first bank account that I opened completely on my own, like completely solo, and I use that as my main account, I think, for all of uni up until I started working and I switched over to UOB. So before that, I was always in Standard Chartered. Didn't have any credit card. I spent only like on the debit card. And that account, I have approximately 2.9K. Nothing much to shout about. I think it was perfectly fine. Like it suited my needs just fine, and I feel like I got a decent interest, at least when I was in uni. Another account that I have some money in is my DBS multiplier account. This is the very first bank account that I opened with my mom, as in the first account that I had that wasn't my childhood like bank account. I remember she brought me to the DBS banking branch that was near our house, and she like opened it with me, and then she like had to let me know what was going on. It's pretty symbolic of my first steps into adulthood, I would say. I feel like I used this account mostly in the beginning of uni and prior to that. I don't have too much in it anymore because I mostly use other banking systems now, but I do still like DBS the most for Pay Now and PayLah. It just is the most seamless. I don't know, like it just works the best for if I want to like transfer somebody else. And in that account, I have roughly $400 in it. Because I don't do my main spending in it, so I don't really keep a lot in it, just enough to, in case I want to transfer somebody or do, you know, like a pay now for a hawker stall or something, I will just go to DBS. That's all I have for you guys today. It was basically just me spilling my entire bank details to you, but I hope that it was entertaining, that it satisfied your curiosity as a nosy Parker. I know that I am also kind of curious sometimes, and I just wish that money weren't such a like taboo and under the wraps topic as it can be. And to me, it will never be a topic that I feel too sensitively over. I just want to be open about it, and that's why I'm creating this space here with what I have. I am really interested to make more personal finance videos in the future. things like how I allocate my salary, what I spend in a month. And stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to be talking about my biggest purchases as a 23-year-old. I hope that's interesting too. If you have any thoughts, questions, concerns, feel free to let me know down below. I'm always in my comments if you need me. And with that, I'm gonna go enjoy my weekend. So I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!